From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Hello everyone, well, we're going to start with the high resolution satellite imagery here, and a lot of people have been asking where this smoke is coming from. First and foremost, there are no new fires out there. It's just that we've got all that smoke, and for the first time since really these fires started in northwestern parts of Trinity County, Siskiyou, Del Norte, and Humboldt counties, right? Since those fires started, we're finally starting to see those wind patterns push that smoke down into the valley, and that's why we're seeing a lot of that smoke. And it's kind of pushed eastward, very heavy smoke out into portions of Siskiyou County, not to mention Modoc County, but we're not seeing much here in the eastern mountains as of yet. There may be some of that haze pushing down, but for the most part, it looks like they're going to be spared. But there you can see some of that heavy smoke, and it's just kind of continuing to push down to the south. So there's not much relief that is expected in sight, at least for today. What I want to show you now is the air quality map. This is coming in from Purple Air. A lot of the purples there indicating the poor air quality. So just not a good idea to be outside doing a lot of strenuous activities here because, again, the air quality is not so great. As you start heading to the south, it does improve a little bit here, and of course much better conditions in the eastern mountains. So yes, the air quality is not all that great. We take a look at the air quality forecast for today, and of course the worst is where the closest to the fire here for today. We see it pretty bad in the valley, and again the moderate, but again it's pretty bad even in Siskiyou County, so this may not be the best representation, at least as of right now, but the conditions are expected to eventually improve. We take a look at tomorrow, and it looks like we may see a lot of that smoke move out, which we'll see there on the smoke forecast here in a second, as most of the smoke will be off to the west. Let's take a look at the smoke forecast. Here's what it looks like right now, and again you can clearly see that footprint where we were just looking at. This is where most of the smoke is at this point. Now as we take you through tonight and into this evening, that is, there you can see some of the smoke and haze may make its way into the eastern mountains here later on today. So you're not out of the woods yet. But here's the thing, I do expect that once this clears out, we will start maybe tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning, off with some pretty dense smoke again for even parts of the valley here. But then as we progress through the morning, and especially around the noon hour on Wednesday, a lot of that smoke should move out. So it looks like we'll finally get a break from that smoke, at least for tomorrow. We'll see what happens on Thursday. I'd also need to mention that the Fire Weather Watch has been upgraded to a red flag warning here for 11 o'clock tonight through 8 p.m. on Wednesday. The main concern will be the gusty winds and low humidity. So let's take a look at those winds. Not really a big concern here through today, although they will start to pick up and be a little breezy at times. But this is 6 p.m. today. We're not really seeing anything that stands out at this point. But as we go into tonight, and in particular by tomorrow morning, here we're going to take you to about 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. There you can see the strongest winds. Now the strongest winds do look to be on the north and west side of the valley. So Redding, Red Bluff, Willows, I think will get the brunt of it. Not as bad in Chico, but this is the area that I do expect some of the strongest winds. And you can see the yellows and oranges, that's upwards of around 30, 35 miles per hour. So that won't be out of the question through the day on Wednesday. But by Wednesday evening, the winds will start to die down and should be much calmer by the time we get into Wednesday night, and not to mention Thursday. All right, so here's the deal. We've got highs near normal once again today, and really for the next couple of days, with a big cool down in the forecast by Friday. I think you're going to like what you see there. But if you have plans over the weekend, there is going to be a chance for some showers and maybe some thunderstorms here, especially for the higher elevations. But even the valley may see some of that shower activity as well. There's the smoky conditions and hazy conditions here for the valley today. Temperatures in the low to mid 90s. And believe it or not, temperatures may be impacted by this smoke, keeping temperatures not quite as warm as they could be. These clouds the smoke can act like clouds and prevent the heat from really moving in, so we can see temperatures maybe a bit cooler than expected. There you can see Siskiyou and Modoc County, very smoky skies there as well. I got a report up in Mount Shasta City, for example, not even able to see the mountain because the smoke was so dense. We take off to the eastern mountains. For now, I'm keeping it sunny, but we may see some of that haze and light smoke later on this afternoon and into this evening. So we don't really have much going on as far as any major storm systems that are heading our way, at least for now. I have got my eyes on all of this energy here because this will eventually have an impact on our weather by the end of the week. This cooler air here is going to shift to the east. A piece of energy will break off and we'll have a little pool of cool air over Northern California. Now this is what's going to give us that significant drop in our temperatures, but it could also help to spark up some showers and maybe even some thunderstorms for Friday and Saturday. But by Sunday, it's out of here. And then through next week, we'll continue to watch a series of storms ride to our north, keeping the heat from building in, keeping our temperatures at bay. So once the temperatures drop, they may stay down for a while. Now we take a look at Futurecast. This can take you all the way through Wednesday. You can see mainly sunny skies, minus of course the smoke that we will see off to the west. Then we go into Thursday, things get a little bit more interesting. See this little disturbance kind of pushing through. So places in Siskiyou, Modoc, and the eastern mountains could see a chance for a shower here late in the day on Thursday. But by Friday, that's when the main system will be over us, and I think everyone, mountains, valley, coast, all seeing a chance for showers, and we can't even rule out a thunderstorm in some areas as well. We take a look at Saturday. I think everyone, mountains, valley, and even the coast could see some showers here on Saturday. Once again, maybe some thunderstorms. But by Sunday, now I've seen the forecast models agree that by Sunday, it's all pretty much gone and it will be dry by Sunday. And looks like as we go to Monday, all the way through next week, it should be looking at dry conditions out there. By the way, the super blue moon will be here by Wednesday night. So that's going to be August 30th. The significance really is the blue moon is the second full moon within a single calendar month. Some other fun facts is that the super moon part of it is the moon's orbit is closest to the Earth. So it looks a little bit bigger here. Now, the blue moon part of it is kind of interesting because it's the second full moon of the month. Now, that doesn't happen very often. And one thing a lot of people ask, is the moon actually blue? No, it's not actually blue, but it does appear 14% larger and 30% brighter than a normal full moon. So it should be a spectacular sight. And the next, by the way, the next super blue moon will be January of 2037. So this will be quite a rare occurrence. And then of course, again, that same year will be in March. So what we're going to be experiencing here Wednesday will be kind of a rare experience for us. All right, so here's what we have in store for us today. I have included the smoky skies for the valley, including the haze and smoke for Chico, Orville, and Willows. Now, I've taken out the haze and smoke for Bernie, Shingletown, Chester, Susanville, Quincy. However, I think that Bernie, Shingletown, even Chester could get some of the haze and smoke here later this afternoon. Most of the smoke will be to the north. We'll see the smoke in the valley, eventually clearing out late tonight, probably closer to tomorrow morning. And then, of course, the smoky skies out in Trinity County. Now, we look at the 7-day outlook, and again, the smoky skies, probably smoky again on Wednesday, but it looks like we actually may see a little bit of clearing from that smoke. Thursday, a slight chance for showers in Mount Shasta, not to mention Alturas and maybe even Susanville. Friday and Saturday will be the best chance for showers and maybe even some thunderstorms here. But by Sunday, it dries out, and for your Labor Day, a high of about 71 degrees for Mount Shasta City. Now for the valley, there are the smoky skies today, hazy conditions today. I think we'll see some clearing from that smoke. Temperatures staying in the 90s through Thursday, but a big drop. There's that big drop I was talking about. And they stay down for the most part. Yeah, it warms up a little bit here, but staying in the low to mid 80s here for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So temperature-wise, looks gorgeous for your Labor Day weekend, but it looks like we are going to start that Labor Day weekend with the potential for showers even for the valley, but should dry out by Sunday and Monday.